Therefore, let us jump on treatment. Dietary management of peptic ulcer disease. On the dietary management, let us first we look on the foods to avoid. There is foods to avoid for patient having an ulcer. The first is the coffee, tea, and chocolate. These food, tea, coffee, and chocolate for patient with PUD, peptic ulcer disease, have to avoid this food because it increases the acid production in the stomach. When increase acid production in the stomach, the acid can cause ulceration of the what? Of the ulceration of an ulcer. Therefore, we have to avoid it. But also we have spicy foods and chill. We have spicy food and chill. These also are not important for patient having peptic ulcer disease because this food influences an ulceration, but also this food for also we have processed food. The processed food also may promote, for instance, the processed sugar may promote what? The development of H. pylori. But also we have acidic and citrus fruit. The acidic and citrus fruit, these irritate an ulcer for some individuals and causes hyperacidity. This is for some individual. That for some individual increases acid production. Therefore, we have to avoid for patients having PUD, they have to avoid an acidic and citrus fruit. But also we have deep fried, oily, and or fatty food. We have to avoid. We have to avoid this food, deep fatty, oily food. Why? For the reason that a patient who utilize the proton pump inhibitor, that means there is low acidity in the stomach, and this fatty food has slow the digestion. Therefore, in the stomach there will be increase of an acid in the stomach for digestion. This acid, when are being secreted in higher, they cause an ulceration. But also you have alcohol and the tobacco. And alcohol irritate the ulcer in the stomach, but also we have tobacco impair the healing of stomach ulcer. But also we have to avoid the larger portion meal, as how we can look here, the small meal, the second, the third. Here we have the small meal. For a patient with peptic ulcer disease must utilize the small meal, must avoid the larger portion, must avoid. If the small meal, can take the small meal frequently in a day, because when we take the larger meal will increase the stress and will increase the hyperacidity in the stomach, causing an ulceration. Therefore, if the patient must start with the small, then the following, and then the next. That is the concept about the meal of peptic ulcer patient. That is, and if the patient cannot tolerate the solid food, can utilize the semi-solid or liquid or blenderized food if cannot tolerate. the body if cannot tolerate, and then after there can shift it into the what, from liquid into semi-solid, and if the normal condition have been attained, can utilize the solid food. That is food that we must avoid. But also we have the food that help to the treatment of the peptic ulcer disease. The first one we have flavonoids. The flavonoids are compound having anti-inflammatory activity and antimicrobial activity. These flavonoids have anti-inflammatory activity and the antimicrobial activity. Therefore, they provide gastroprotective activity in the stomach. Remember, a patient having who utilizes proton pump inhibitor obviously will decrease an acid in the stomach. When there is decrease, whereas there is increase in the acidity in the when there is when the pH rises in the stomach, these provide an environment for Helicobacter pylori to increase. When this Helicobacter increases, therefore these flavonoids can help antimicrobial activity, that is means to decrease. As also these flavonoids as legumes, apple, bell pepper, cold green tea, the bell peppers, apple and legume we have has fiber content, has a high fiber content that help in the GI motility, gastrointestinal motility, therefore aiding the movement of food through the gastrointestinal, therefore helping to avoid the increase in ulceration of peptic ulcers. Therefore, but also other food we have probiotics. Probiotics, these are good microorganisms that help in our body to that found in our body. This probiotic can be provided as supplement to the patient, so that when enters the stomach through the concept of competition, that means we are decreasing the Helicobacter pylori, the bad bacteria, and we are increasing the good bacteria in the what, in the stomach. For instance, we have lactobacillus. The food lactobacillus which are being used in food implementation of some food as milk can be used or can be better or can function as probiotic, so that to aid us to overcome the increase of Helicobacter pylori population in the stomach. Therefore, we can try the probiotics so that to lower the bad bacteria in the stomach. But also we have honey. Honey contain polyphenol and antioxidant. An antioxidant that help to to avoid the free radicals that found in the water in the body and around an ulceration. But also we have garlic. The garlic are these. We have garlic. The garlic here must be taken in small amount. Must be taken in small amount. If the body will tolerate, then amount can be increased. This garlic inhibit the growth of Helicobacter pylori, but also has antioxidant function. Therefore, can be utilized for treatment of peptic ulcer patient. But also we have food with food with sulforaphane. Food having sulforaphane are based in the most important food for the treatment of peptic ulcer disease. Here we can look the food having sulforaphane. For instance, we have a cabbage soup or cabbage juice. Here, let me tell you a simple story about the cabbage juice. The cabbage juice. In research, it has found that the cabbage contain a certain vitamin, that is the vitamin U. Vitamin U is not a rare vitamin, means the group of sulfur plant-based compound. These vitamin U are sulfur plant-based compound, sulfur compound that found in the plant. And this sulfur, we can call it glucosinolate. Glucosinolate. These glucosinolate destroy the what? The Helicobacter pylori. Therefore, this glucosinolate or sulforaphane, these sulfur are found, kind of sulfur are found in the cabbage juice. And here, therefore, we can utilize the cabbage juice to what? For aim of getting that sulfur compound. That sulfur compound which help to destroy the Helicobacter pylori. And this juice can be utilized in raw or in a cooked. But it is important to note it does not depend on the color of the what? Does not depend on the color of the cabbage. Does not depend on the color of the cabbage. And it is better to be taken in a raw and not in heated form, because when the cabbage are heated to very high temperature, we are going to destroy those sulfur compound. Therefore, it is better to be taken in raw or undercooked. That is an information or an advantage of a cabbage juice. It contains that is important about sulfur. Now let us end here. This is the end of our presentation. My name is Nasiru Eric Morishidi. I'm a clinical nutritionist and a dietitian. Please, I thank you, but please like, share, and subscribe so that to get lot of information and knowledge concerning with nutrition. Thank you.